Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Vancha kalpatarubhyasya कृपा सिंधुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। Hare Krishna, this is Shama Supriya Devi Dasi from Houston, welcoming all the devotees to our Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. I thank all the devotees for joining the chanting session and giving your very sweet association this morning. And at the same time, please forgive me for stopping your sincere and ecstatic chanting. And now we will move to our next part of our session, that is our Srila Prabhupada summary sessions. So, can I know who are all joining this morning?
Hare Krishna, Shama Supriya Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to the assembled devotees. This is Anita Ramya from Sharjah.
Hare Krishna, Anita Ramya Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for joining sessions and giving your sweet association this morning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shyam Supriya Mataji. Dandrat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Priti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for joining the sessions and giving your very sweet association this morning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This is Sukhakara Krishna from Chennai. Thank you for allowing me to join your group. I'm so happy with Bhakti Sangha. After joining, I got a lot of changes in my life, and I should thank Anita Ramaya Mataji. She only introduced me. I thank her, and I thank every one of you, Shama Gauri Mataji, Vinita Gandhar Mataji, and everybody for allowing me to participate. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sukhakar Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining the sessions and giving your very wonderful association. And we are eagerly waiting for your class, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji.
Go ahead, beta.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please, Dandvat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. Yashamati from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your very wonderful association this morning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Shama Supriya Mataji. Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shama Gauri Devi.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your very sweet association this morning. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your very wonderful association this morning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandvat Pranam to you and all Vaishnavas. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhu Gurudev ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Amrita ki jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Sham Supriya Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devi Dasi from Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji, for joining the sessions and giving your very sweet association this morning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I would introduce my very close devotee friend from Faridabad, Ajit Gar Prabhu. Can you introduce yourself, Prabhu? He's Radhanath Maharaj disciple.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept. Prabhu, Sukhakar Prabhu. Can I know the name again, please?
Ajit Gar Prabhu. Can you introduce yourself, Prabhu? Ajit Gar Prabhu.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandvat Pranam. Thank you, Sukhakar Prabhu. I am not worthy for any introduction, but just I'm very sorry I'm unable to join these sessions regularly, but today, as you requested, so I could join. Actually, because of my office schedule, I'm unable to join these sessions, but they are really relishing. I've joined few of them as part association of all the devotees, so really blessed on that. I am from Faridabad. I'm aspiring from His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. I joined ISKCON in 2013, so since last now 10 years, you can say I'm associated with ISKCON, and I've been in working with various in various countries. So I got association of all the many devotees around the world. So it has been a great fortune, and Shukar Prabhu's blessings are always there with me. So I'm highly blessed. Thanks, Prabhu, for all the blessings.
Who is already a Bhakti Shastri and he's doing a lot of classes, fantastic devotee. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Ajit Prabhu. We are very happy to have you on this call, Prabhu. And we are very happy that you are spreading Krishna consciousness with Guru Maharaj blessings. So we are happy, Prabhu. So please give your association whenever possible, Prabhu. Welcome to the group, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your blessings.
Okay. Dear devotees, Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees to our Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call of our Srila Prabhupada lilamrita sessions. And today we are having to hear chapter 50 of Lilamrita, 58 of Lilamrita from His Grace Sukhakara Prabhu. So before handing over the call, I would like to read the quote of Srila Prabhupada for the day. So January 6th, you are doing your duty very nicely. That's all right. But by doing your duty, if you do not develop your Krishna consciousness, then you are simply wasting your time. Bombay, January 6, 1973. Hari Bol. So Hare Krishna, Sukhakara Prabhu. Once again, welcome to our group, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving your very precious time and association this morning and giving chapter summary of 58. I hand over the call to Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, all Prabhus and Mataji. Dandavad Pranam. Thank you for allowing me to come and do a service for you. I'm just a servant. I'm a disciple of Spiritual Japtak Swami Maharaj. And I really find this Bhakti Sangha is the best. East or West, Bhakti Sangha is the best. I see in the afternoon Bhagavatam. Then again, you got Chaitanya Bhagavatam and then Lilamrita and then so many children's program. This is the best Sangha in the whole world, I will say. And for this Kali Yuga, this is the best organization. I am trying to bring as many people today. There are so many devotees have come. Preeti Mataji has come. Harijat Gaur Prabhu has come. And Pratibha Mataji has come. So many devotees have come. So I want to add it. I am Champut already there. So wonderful. So I know that one day your Zoom will be not enough. There will be 1,000 people coming and you have to keep on adding your numbers the way it's going up. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Swagat everybody. So let me just take the blessing of all you devotees. I'm just a servant. So being Prabhupada lilamrita, I want to start with Bodo Kripa Koile Krishna Adha Mera. This is the song which Srila Prabhupada wrote himself when he was coming in the Jaladut. He had a heart attack. 2 heart attacks came, and after the second heart attack, he wrote this song. So this is a wonderful song. And this song is covering the whole of Bhagavatam in just one song. Thank you very much. Bodo kripa koile Krishna adha mera prati kila diya nidaheta koro eibe goti. Bodo kripa koile Krishna ache kichu karyatava ei onumane nahe keno anibane ei ugrasane. Bodo kripa koile Krishna rajastamo gunera sabaya sana vasudeva katharuchi naheshe prasana. Bodo kripa koile Krishna tobe jodi taba kripa koi ahai tuki sakale sambhava hoi tumi sei ko tuki. বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা কিভাবে বুঝালে তারা বুঝে সেই রসা এত কৃপা পর প্রভু করি নিজ বসা বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা तुम्हारा इच्छा सबा होई माया बसा तुम्हारा इच्छा नाशा मायारा पारसा बड़ो कृपा कइले कृष्णा तब इच्छा होई जोनी तादेरा उद्धारा बुझाबे निश्चय তবে কথা তোমার বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা ভাগবতের কথা সেই তব অবতারা ধীরা হইয়া শুনে যদি কানে বারো বারা বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা रजस्तम होते तबे पाइबे निस्तारा हृदय अभद्रा सभा बुझिबे तारा बड़ो कृपा कइले कृष्णा কি করে বুঝাবো কথা বারাসে চাহি ক্ষুদ্র আমি দিনহীন কোনো শক্তি নাহি বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা আচ্ছা এনেছো প্রভু কথা বলিবারে এ তোমারা ইচ্ছা প্রভু করো এইবারে বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা अखिल जगत गुरु बचने के अमात अलंकृत करिबारे क्षमता तुम्हारा बड़ो कृपा कइले कृष्णा श्रृण्वतां सुकथा कृष्णा पुण्यश्रवण कीर्तनः हृदयन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विदुनुति सुहृस्तता नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी तदा रजस्तमो भावा कामलोभादयाश्च ये चेतेरनाविद्धम् स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति एवं प्रसन्न मनसो भगवद् भक्ति योगतः भगवत् तत्व विज्ञानं मुक्त संगस्य जायते विद्यन्ते हृदय ग्रंथि छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे तव कृपा होले मोर कथा शुद्ध अबे दुनिया सबरा शोका ये दुख बुझिबे बड़ो कृपा होले कृष्णा आनियाछो जो तो प्रभु हमारे निस्तारे नाचाओ 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 प्रभु नाचाओ সেই মতে কষ্টারে পুতলা যত নাচাও সেই মতে নাচাও নাচাও প্রভু নাচাও নাচাও সেই মতে বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা भक्ति नाही वेदो नाही नामे खूब बारो भक्ति वेदांत नाम के बेशांत करो बड़ो कृपा कइले कृष्णा अधा मेरा प्रति नीला दिया नीला हेता करो ए बेगति Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, ISKCON founder Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Shitala Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you. I forgot to upload this song. Nobody could see it. Now, today's the summary of this. I already given it to Preeti Mataji. You can upload it, then everybody can read what has been written. Hare Krishna, Saroj Mataji again. Very good. I have given this paper to Preeti Mataji. Preeti Mataji is there. Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharva Mataji, Preeti Mataji is there. If it is not there, I got it with me, but I thought everybody can have a look at it.
Prabhuji, can you repeat what you just told? I was away from the
No. The 58th chapter, I have given the WhatsApp copy to you, so you can upload it if possible. Then everybody can have a look at. Even this song also I want to upload. I forgot to inform.
Okay. I will put it on the screen, Prabhu. Give me a minute. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mataji, the summarized version I had given. This is the full 58th chapter summary. I had written a summarized version because
okay. You sent me. Okay. I got it, Prabhu.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah,
I thought you were telling me to put from Veda base.
Yeah.
Okay. Just. Did you send me personally, Prabhu?
I had sent it to only Preeti Mataji. You want me to send it to you now?
Yeah. Please send it to me, Prabhu. I did not get that.
Vinita Mataji, yeah. मिल गया माताजी? Did you get it, Vinita Mataji?
Sorry, I got it, Prabhu. I am opening it.
Okay. राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, बोलो बरसाने वासी की जय जय जय, बोलो वृंदावन वासी की जय 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 जय, बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय. जय ओम विष्णुपाद मुंतपरिजाकाचार्य अष्टोत्र सतीश भेंगरेज भैचनारविंद भक्ति वेदांत प्रपाद महाराज की जय, अनंतपुरी विष्णु की जय, नमाचंद्र ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाजी गौर भक्त जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोविंद जय मतराम गंगामय मुकुंद भक्ति देव जिसमें समवेद भक्ति हरिनाम संकीर्तन जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन महाराज हरे कृष्ण नीता गौर शीतल हरि हरि बोल। All glories to Krishna, all glories to assembled devotees of Krishna, all glories to assembled devotees of Guru and Guru Guru Maharaj ki jai ho. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chaksham Tanmaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttara Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sagar Raghunathan Vitam Tamta Jivam साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सगन लता श्री विशाखान विकाम सहित कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कंद राधा कंद नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावने चिद्विश्य भानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हृदयवांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यो च पत्तान पावने वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरि ओम तत्सत। அங்க போயிட்டேன் எனக்கு சரியா வருது 200 பேர் இருக்காங்க இதுல 1 hour ஆகும். So this 58th chapter is very, very important because this is Srila Prabhupada's visit to Boston and various other places. So what we are going to conclude is this: every chapter is giving Prabhupada's lilamrita. I want to just give a sort of background. What I want to touch is, Srila Prabhupada is like God for us because he only, if Prabhupada does not Jodi Prabhupada na hoito to beki hoito. That song, our Guru Maharaj has written that what would have happened to each one of us? No Bhakti Sangha, nothing would have been there. We'd have been just sleeping somewhere or talking or watching TV and wasting time. So Prabhupada actually is such a great person. Everybody knows about it. But Sachinandan Maharaj, in one of the lectures he told recently, that everybody should read the 12 cantos and they must. Prabhupada Leela made the 13th canto. Everybody should read. The way you read Bhagavatam is Lilamrita about Krishna, and Prabhupada is a pure devotee of Krishna. So that is also one thing like Bhagavatam. Along with Bhagavatam, you should read Lilamrita. Not miss it. That is one. So I want to tell with this some other Leelas of Srila Prabhupada, which is heart-touching, and how Srila Prabhupada showed us that Bhagavatam is the only thing which can help us to really know the Supreme Lord. Without Bhagavatam, nothing can happen. And in the Bhagavatam, there is everything is hidden in that Bhagavatam. So we'll talk a little about Bhagavatam Mahima. And Srila Prabhupada gave us the Nama Mahima. One of the GBC, they were talking that Prabhupada, he was actually, Nityananda Prabhu himself has come as Prabhupada, and he had all the things, everything he did. Otherwise, this battle he cannot win. When he went from India to US, everything was, all the four regulations were broken and he could bring back. So we'll catch up one by one. So it was in the month of May 1960 when Prabhupada was in India, and as per instructions of Srila Prabhupada, Satsvarup Maharaj was trying to set up a storefront in Boston and get in touch with various young students to spread Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada was happy to see there are actually Satsvarup Maharaj and Jadurani Mataji and Pradyumna. Pradyumna was very good in Sanskrit, engaging in themselves to their heart and soul to spread Prabhupada's mission. Jadurani Mataji, she was so good that she used to draw nice pictures. So Srila Prabhupada used to give her a final touch, how she can do it to make it more reality, realized. And one day in one of the Leelas, actually, Chadurani Mataji was so good. There was Mangalarti going on, and she just divided that Prabhu this side, Mataji this side. So Prabhupada said, now I think I should name you as not Jadurani, but Sadhurani, because she was like a sadhu. So Leela Mata, if you open now, everything comes in the mind. So Prabhupada rooted to get the job as a lecturer. He was telling Satyarup Maharaj to get him a job in Howard University, for which Satyarup Maharaj was trying his best, but he could not get, unable to get the success. Now, all of them were continuously engaged in spreading Krishna consciousness as per Prabhupada instructions. Now, Jadurani Mataji was doing a lot of painting works, and Srila Prabhupada was very much attracted and used to guide her from time to time on how she shall make her paintings for the pleasure of the Lordship and not for the pleasure of material people. He used to bring divinity. He used to make it transcendental. Who do not have any understanding of the spiritual world. Now, Pradyumna was engaged in hearing Sanskrit. So Prabhupada got the attraction, and he was given the job of writing the English synonyms for the verses in Brahma Samhita. So he knew Sanskrit. So Prabhupada also assigned him specific books to study, and Pradyumna took to them, and with enthusiasm, even avoiding the chores of Satswarupa Prabhuji asked him to do in the temple. So when Pradyumna expressed his desire of reading various books, Prabhupada said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told that you should not go behind so many books. Take one book and go deep into it. Try to understand, apply in your life, spread it to other people. That is the biggest thing. Because instead of just telling, I read this book, that book, so Prabhupada didn't encourage. So when he told Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj used to say that for one who is not engaged in devotional service, reading all of the books is simply like licking the outside of the honey jar. If you can simply understand one book, one sloka, the perfection is there. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu warned about reading too many books. Anyway, by sincerely working and by carefully executing the instructions of the spiritual master, you will be all successful by Krishna's grace. Pradyumna also standardized the Sanskrit transliterations for the book Back to Godhead magazines as per the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. So Pradyumna was almost like a Sanskrit Pandit. Satswarup Maharaj specially given the assignment for typing and editing Prabhupada's Srimad Bhagavatam dictations. He had written Satswarup Maharaj in the Boston, asking him to rent a dictating machine. As soon as you let me know that you have one dictaphone there, I will send you the tapes regularly. So Satswarup Maharaj had set aside in the early morning hours for typing. He was very dedicated. He was very Guru Nishtha. Before going to the work, even before others had arisen from bed, he would sit on the kitchen floor, listening to Prabhupada's voice through the earphones and typing. This is better than getting a letter, he would think. It was Swamiji himself teaching the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. So when he writes, he used to always feel that Guru Maharaj is teaching me through his dictaphone about the philosophy. And Satswarup Maharaj became too attached to his services that his whole existence became revolved around it. So all the disciples, the top disciples who were there, they were so much dedicated to Srila Prabhupada, because when Srila Prabhupada went there, when he got a heart attack, in the song what he is writing is, I am just a Katputli. Nachao, 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 nachao shei mate, kastera putaliyami. I am just a Katputli, I am just a dog, I am just an instrument. You do whatever you want. Like that, he gave it. And he was telling that I am totally not qualified to go to America and preach. But somehow you have selected, that means there is some plan of Krishna. So like that, when he got a heart attack, the night, actually, Bhakti Thakur is Guru Maharaj, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaur Kishore Babaji, Jagannath Das Babaji, the 6 Goswamis, Gaur Nitai, Radha, everybody came in the night and told him not to worry, you will be reaching the shore, and from New York, you will start Los Angeles, everywhere you will cover. So Srila Prabhupada already got the success, like Arjuna. Before Kurukshetra started, the 11th chapter, after the 10th chapter, Arjuna said that now all my confusions are over. This first chapter he was talking, that Krishna showed that when we go and preach, we should not keep on talking. We should allow them to talk. We should understand what is the trouble. Only if they can speak out, then only they will listen. That's why first chapter Krishna can fight. And first chapter over, Arjuna was telling, I won't fight. I don't want to kill them. If I kill my Guru Maharaj, if I kill my grandfather, then if I kill my cousin brothers, Duryodhana and all, their wife will become widows and Varna Shankras. Everything is spoke. I will go to the forest and begging, but I don't want. Why should I enjoy a kingdom and all are dead? Krishna kept quiet. In the second chapter, 7th verse, Shishya Steham, Shadimam Panya Dosho, Pahataswa Bhava Prachami, Tam Dharma Sam Muda Cheta, Estesha Nishitam Ruhitam, Shishya Steham Shadimam Prapannam. So when Arjuna surrendered, he said, I am no more your friend, I am your surrendered soul. Please instruct me. And so, Krishna started from 11, Asosha Nanasochas, from Pragyavadam Sanskrit, Gada Sunagadam Nanisha Sandeep Pandita. You're talking like a Pandit, but you're full number 1. Then Krishna took him the Karma Yoga, about the soul, he told in the 2nd chapter. Karma Yoga and Krishna consciousness, then Jnana Yoga. In the 6th chapter, he told Ashtanga Yoga, then he told Bhakti Yoga is the best. But many people, they told your Prabhupada's translation is very wrong. Krishna spoke in the 7th chapter about Bhakti Yoga, and Prabhupada is in the 2nd chapter. Jnana Yoga is devotional service. But we devotees, we are disciples of, we are Prabhupada Anugas, Rupa Anugas. We have got the answer. So Satsuru Maharaj and all the other devotees, they told why Prabhupada wrote, because Prabhupada was seeing Krishna in every page, every letter. Krishna, that is Sarvam Pashyati. Everywhere you can see Krishna if you are a devotee. So Prabhupada was a pure devotee, so he could see Krishna. So why he told why he wrote in the 2nd chapter, Karma Yoga is Buddhi Yoga is Jnana Yoga is Bhakti Yoga. Because everything is devotional service. And Prabhupada said if somebody is reading only 2nd chapter and dying, then if you don't write about Bhakti Yoga, you won't write Hare Krishna mantra, then he will lose the opportunity. As a human being, is at least open Srila Prabhupada's book. That's why Prabhupada from the 2nd chapter, he started Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Same thing, Advaita Acharya, he was trying to find out every verse of Bhagavad Gita connected to Bhakti. And he was crying. And he was telling, I don't know, in one of the verses, the Bhakti Yoga is missing, which was in the 11th chapter, where there are so many hands are shown and he is not able to find out Bhakti in that. And 3 days he didn't take anything and no upwas, no drinking, no sleeping. Mahaprabhu said, what happened, Advaita? What happened to you, Prabhu? He said, this one verse, I'm not able to connect to Bhakti. Then he said, first you finish, eat something, drink something, I will show you. Then he showed that how, that is also Bhakti. And he showed Vishwarupa Darshan, which was shown to Arjuna. So Krishna is always merciful. So Arjuna in the 10th chapter, while telling, he told that just by a spark, just one spark, all the 14 plantations are made. One spark. That, you know. So Arjuna understood that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So he said, I have no doubt. I am totally convinced you are the Supreme Lord. But now, the people who are atheists, who are non-believers, for them, they won't read Bhagavad Gita, they won't understand. So why don't you show the Vishwarupa Darshanam? So Krishna said, I normally don't show. The spiritual world, no Vishwarupa Darshanam required. I will show. Immediately showed, and he showed everything, and he could see one of the mouths called Bhishmacharya and Dronacharya, and everybody dying. Duryodhana, Dursasana, Karna. So Arjuna said, I'm very scared. Come back to the Shyamasundara form. He gave the 200 form, 400 form. Then Krishna said, I already finished. All Kauravas are killed. On the day they removed Draupadi's Vastraharan. I already decided to kill and I already killed. So, but I want the yes to come to you. So the same way, Prabhupada was completely sent by Krishna. Prabhupada didn't want to come. But Krishna said, you go, I will take care of you. That's why Prabhupada understood the mission. That's why he included devotional service right from second chapter. So the people who say your Prabhupada didn't translate properly, he didn't know, they don't know. They can't see Krishna. So why I came little here and there, because that will bring some closeness of Srila Prabhupada. What is Prabhupada mission? Who is Prabhupada? And one day when Srila Prabhupada was sitting, suddenly one devotee, they knocked and nobody just opened the door and he could see one flower of the spiritual word being offered by Krishna to Prabhupada. Prabhupada took the flower. And Prabhupada said, why you didn't knock and come? See, Krishna really didn't have time, you know. You should have knocked and come. Even in the temple altar, we should not open the door. You have to clap and then only open. Because you have to give them time. Maybe they are lying down. So they are not just Katpundis or dolls. They are the Vigraha. They are actually Krishna directly standing. So like that, Srila Prabhupada has shown in many places. And Srila Prabhupada never revealed who is he. Somebody asked, who are you? If I tell you, you will not be able to sustain that. Like the Srila Prabhupada never revealed. But Srila Prabhupada is definitely very transcendental. He is definitely one of the top incarnation. She's a Shaktavish incarnation. So here, I'll come back to this. So Satsvarup Maharaj, special assignment was typing and dictating. So Satsvarup had set aside in the morning, he used to do the dictation. And Prabhupada arrived in San Francisco from India on 14th of December 1967. Prabhupada later wrote the Boston devotees from the San Francisco, which shows his true compassion. He told from San Francisco that I'll be coming to Boston. That is the love of father to the children. Although officially I'm a spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada is writing, I consider all of you students as my spiritual master because your love for Krishna and the service for Krishna teach me how to become a sincere Krishna conscious person. Prabhupada is so humble. He's telling to his disciples that you're all sent by my Guru Maharaj to assist me. So I take you as my Guru Maharaj, my spiritual master. Same thing happened to his only Radhanath Maharaj. One day what happened? You know, in the Brahmachari Chopati temple, when the Brahmacharis are having prasadam, Radhanath Maharaj told that somebody should do kirtan and take a small class. So Gaurang Prabhu used to do the class. So one day what happened? Some brahmacharis are taking care and in another room, loudly Gaurang Prabhu is giving lecture. So Radhanath Maharaj just peeped and said, oh, he said, you're shouting. And so Gaurang Prabhu said that since you're told, I'm your servant, I'm your dog, so I'm supposed to follow your instructions. Whether brahmachari is there or not, the devas or devatas are coming, that's why I gave instructions. So one or two instances when Gaurang Prabhu gave lecture, and once Radhesha Prabhu was giving lecture in Pune, and Radhanath Maharaj wanted to listen to that. But once Radhesha Prabhu sees Radhanath Maharaj, then he will immediately stop talking. Because there will be Maryada Vatikrama. You cannot talk when Guru Maharaj is speaking. So Radhanath Maharaj was hiding somewhere and listening the whole thing. And suddenly he found out Radhesha Prabhu, oh, Guru Maharaj, such a big offense. He came running and fell at the feet of Radhanath Maharaj. And he said, please, you come and talk. When you are there, how can I talk? So the same thing, Srila Prabhupada also was. So then Radhanath Maharaj said that you are all such good speakers, IIT and very good lectures you are giving. So I feel you are my Guru Maharaj, like that he told. So this is the humility of Prabhupada, Radhanath Maharaj, and various other Maharajas. So Satsvarup Maharaj and other devotees in Boston invited Prabhupada in a big way and had made lots of preparations for welcoming him. Prabhupada arrived at Boston on 1st May 1968, where Jadurani Mataji went to receive him in the airport. And Satsvarup Maharaj was preparing various dishes for Srila Prabhupada. He likes potatoes very much. Then luchi, aloo, puri. Other devotees were making different arrangements to welcome their spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada smiled, looking around the kitchen. He saw against the window a poster. The spiritual master of the holy name is coming to Boston. He was very happy. It was a photo of Swamiji with a list of speaking arrangements at various universities. As Prabhupada read it, it has his face brightened. He was very happy because so many preaching arrangements everybody has arranged. You have given me a full month's engagement, he said. So Prabhupada's first college lecture, I'll tell you one immediate instance comes. When Srila Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, he was in Radha Damodar Mandir. So one day, Srila Prabhupada, in Vrindavan, all are Brajvasis or some Bengalis, all Hindi speaking. Prabhupada giving 1 hour lecture in English, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the devotees knew Prabhupada suddenly is talking in English, and Prabhupada gave nice. Yes, I hope everybody understood this lecture, and they are just mundi hilaran, but they cannot say no. But Prabhupada giving lecture, and after 1 year, Srila Prabhupada had gone to US. Then all the devotees said, Prabhupada America जाने के लिए rehearsal कर रहा था. He was doing rehearsal English lecture. So Prabhupada had plans, and Prabhupada knew that he will go to. Though Sumati Mataji never allowed, she told, "Aap bude ho gaye, you have become old, you will die. It will be so cold." Prabhupada said, "My Guru Maharaj has instructed and I must go." And Prabhupada, all 40 years after initiation, he was just planning for 2 things. Guru Maharaj told him 2 things. You go to the Western world, Paschatya Desarne, and preach because you know English. Second one, whenever you get money, you print books. So Prabhupada put everything money he put in back to Gadot magazines, and everything failure came. Only one Bhagavatam he wrote, and one Bhagavatam manuscript he wrote. His wife, Mataji, Radharani Mataji, gave it for buying tea. So Srila Prabhupada said, "You want me or tea?" She just smilingly told, "मैं आपको छोड़ सकता हूँ, लेकिन चाय नहीं छोड़ सकता." Like that. So Srila Prabhupada चल पड़े. He went to Vrindavan and took sannyas initiation and sannyas ashram. And then he was always trying to get the ticket. And Jadurani Mataji ko, he went to Sumati Maharaji for 6 months. And at last he said, "I will give a ticket, but I don't know. There's no doctor and all, anything happens." He said, "Everything Krishna will take it." And after going to US, he also so much of trouble. Sally Agarwal was a very nice person. Mataji was nice. But they were non-vegetarian eaters. They gave a small space in the fridge. But Srila Prabhupada was managing. But then Srila Prabhupada used to make everyday prasad of Ruchi Puri and everything. They became vegetarian in 6 months. And there was no disciple for 1 year. And one first disciple was Keith. He became Keertananda Swami Maharaj. And then he was making all chapatis and everything. And all the people who used to come, they were meat eaters. They were going to casino. Gambling they were playing. And they were cigarette, drugs, everything, full money. And they were womanizers. वो बोले परस्त्री संगीत करता हूं, तो we like only that. And Prabhupada kept quiet. Prabhupada said, "You just sing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare." And they used to bring some instruments, guitar and bongo and banjo and electric guitar and harmonium and violin. So he used to make them play. Tong, 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 tong. They used to play, and Prabhupada used to give them prasad. Some days, some devotees used to make 20 chapatis. Prabhupada used to make 20 chapatis. And after eating so much, they said, "We don't want chicken mutton. We want only prasadam." The prasadam is so powerful, so potent. Slowly, antakaran suddhikaran happened inside. They stopped eating meat. They stopped eating drugs. They want to go high. The Prabhupada says, "You just do chanting and kirtan, you do, you go high." And they used to do kirtans, and they became fantastic devotees. They used to wear nice dhotis and tilaka, and they shaved their head, and they should teach others how to wear dhoti. See, Prabhupada has been sent by God, Krishna. So definitely everything was favorable. So like that, there was a big revolution. So for 6 months, he was giving lecture alone, going to the park, and you'll do Bhagavad Gita and Kirtan, Jai Radha Madhava. So Kirtananda Maharaj said, "Why are you giving alone? There's nobody there." He said, "Everybody is there. There is Narada Muni, there is Hanumanji, everybody is sitting. We cannot see." So Prabhupada smiled by seeing the kitchen, so many varieties. everything has been made, various arrangements in the different colleges. So Prabhupada's first college lecture was in Boston College in Northeastern University. About 200 students and a few teachers crowded in the hall. It's called chapel. While Prabhupada sat cross-legged on a cloth-covered table, and Satguru Maharaj led the kirtan, playing on one-handed drum. There's no mridanga in the drum he was playing. After the kirtans, Prabhupada leaned forward to the microphone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And he began the lecture about the three aspects of the Abdul. He told about Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan. That is Brahma Jyoti, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So he gave very nice example of sun, sunshine and sun god. So sun god is there, which is not visible for us. Because of sun god, the Tejas is coming, that's why the Brahma Jyoti is coming. And the sun disk is coming, sun disk. So sun disk is compared to the Brahma Jyoti. And the sunshine coming inside our house, it is compared to the Paramatma. It's coming to everybody's house and everybody's heart. And Bhagavan, Surya Bhagavan is compared to Krishna Bhagavan, like that. So he gave a very good example. So the big noonday crowd, Monday crowd came, listened and politely, Prabhupada concluded his half-an-hour lecture by explaining God, the Supreme Being, as the original of the material, external and spiritual internal energies. So we living entities, although spiritual, have marginal position. All of us are in this material world are covered by the external energy. He told that we are all covered with the Maya. Devi Esha Kurmai Mama Maya Duratya Mame Vehi Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. So the prayer of Hare Krishna means, oh my Lord, I am your part and parcel eternally, but some way or other I have fallen in the ignorance of material energy. Kindly lift me upon the spiritual energy. So when we are chanting, we are supposed to do as a seva. We are supposed to go and tell Srimati Radharani, hey Radharani, please help me. I am not able to chant properly. I am not in the taste. So actually, our Ayindar Prabhu has given a very good explanation. He told, in Vrindavan, some people chant Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Radhe Krishna Krishna, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe. So somebody came and asked Prabhupada, why it is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Here Prabhupada gave a wonderful explanation. He said, they said in Vrindavan we want Radharani's name, not Hare. So Srila Prabhupada said, Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahamantra was chanted by Madhavendra Puri and all. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he chanted, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna Varnam and Radharani Bhav. Krishna outside, but Radharani's Bhav, so Radharani's beauty and Radharani's color, Gauran color, it came. So our Gaudiya Sampradaya chanting, what we are showing is Hare Krishna means Hare is Radharani and Krishna is Shyamsundar. So Hare Krishna means there is a union. Hare Krishna, union. Then Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, there is a separation. So Krishna is telling Hare Hare and Radharani is telling Krishna Krishna. But when that separation happens, Radharani, the separation she loves more than union. So she is remembering so much Krishna and she is sure that Krishna will come again. Hare Rama, the union. And the Rama is actually pleasing. Krishna is all attractive. And again, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Separation. So union, separation, union, separation. In the separation is more than union. In the whatever love, the happiness they get is more in the separation. That's why Srimati Radharani could sustain 100 years. Lord Krishna went, he left at the age of 11 or 12, went to Mathura, from there he went to Dwaraka, he married 16,108 wives, and then he came to Pandavas, held the Mahabharata war, everything was on 125 years. So Srimati Radharani came and met him in the Rath Yatra. She came and met Krishna. So this chanting, what Srila Prabhupada explained, our chanting bead is there, no? This top bead, which we have to always touch the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet has to touch and request Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This mantra has been chanted by you and you are the Supreme Lord. These beads are called the gopis, 108 gopis. The top feet are the Ashtasakis and the 100 gopis. And the dhaga which is connecting one and one gopi, that is the prema given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that dhaga cannot be seen, but dhaga is only holding the whole bead. So the dhaga is considered as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's loving chanting of Srimati Radharani, and that is the importance of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then Ayendra Prabhu gave one more example. He said, some people want to be in relation with Krishna, not in the Madhurya Bhav, maybe Vatsalya Bhav. Some people want Sakya Bhav. Some people want Dasya Bhav. So he told, normally when we chant, what Ayendra Prabhu said, Hare is Radharani and Hare is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Because Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna nahi hai. And Krishna also he has come as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is chanting, it is actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But for us, what Ayendra Prabhu said, Hare is also Gaura, Krishna is also Gaura. Gaura, 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 Gaura. And then Hare is Gaura. Rama is also Gaura only. Gaura, 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 Gaura. So 16 times. But he said, don't chant like this. You chant only Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Inside your mind, you can just say that I am glorifying Gaura, 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 Gaura. The tongue is happening, but chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Like that he told. And he told, suppose somebody wants Krishna Balaram, both. Then he said, you can say, Hare is Radharani and Krishna is Gaura. So you can chant Gaura, 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 Gaurnita, Gaurnita you can do. And then when you go to the Hare Rama, Radharani can never be with Balram. Radharani will be with Krishna. So at the time, instead of Radharani, it will be Gaura and Rama will be Nitai. Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Nitai Nitai, Gaur Gaur. Gaur Gaur, Gaur Gaur, Gaur Gaur, Gaur Gaur. Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Nitai Nitai, Gaur Gaur. Like that it would. And suppose somebody wants to go on the Vatsalya mood. Yashoda Krishna, Yashoda Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Yashoda Yashoda. Rohini Balram, Rohini Balram, Balram Balram, Rohini Rohini. So don't get confused. This is only Ayendra Prabhu is such a great inspiration. You know how he left his body also. So he told, and somebody they like Sakya Bhav. Sabal Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Sabal. Sabal is one of the friend of Krishna. So like that, whoever wants that bhav, they can take that inside, but outside should be Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is just I gave some memory comes now, otherwise I'll forget. See, Lilamrita you can always read, everybody can read it, but some of the things which is specially taken up by Ayendra Prabhu, which if I don't share, no, you will not be able to get it. So after the lecture, Prabhupada called for questions. So a boy standing at his seat and shouting to make himself heard asked, is this Advaita philosophy? A challenge the devotees could tell that this student had come with his own ideas about yoga and Advaita. So Srila Prabhupada asked, do you know what is Advaita philosophy? Prabhupada asked. That boy is telling, all is one, all is one. He thinks they're very intelligent. The boy replied. And the boy is telling, just as the river enters into the ocean, so we all enter into the ultimate oneness. And Srila Prabhupada, he got first jnana. The boy will be torn up. Srila Prabhupada says, Prabhupada replied, that although the river goes to the ocean, its place in the ocean is not permanent. Again, the same water will evaporate into the sky, will form cloud and falls back to the land. He said, though it is merging into the ocean, but after some time when there is evaporation, the river which merged with the ocean, that water will go up and form cloud and the rain will come into the land. So the water which was mixed with the ocean will come out. So to argue that spiritually everything becomes one as the river goes to the ocean, then the boy would have to accept the actual conclusion. The water again falls back onto the land. He agreed, the boy agreed. So similarly, those spirit souls who try to merge into the absolute must again fall back into the material world. That's why the merging philosophy is not permanent. So kuch din ke liye jayenge, they will go with the Brahma Jyoti, because Brahma Jyoti, Sat is there, Chit is there, but Ananda is not there. Ananda can come only there is personality of Godhead. They are telling the Nirvikar, no Akar, no form. So formless cannot have Akar. So there is no form. So without form, you cannot enjoy. You need form to enjoy. So Prabhupada thrashed it out. Prabhupada thoroughly defeated the impersonal notion of oneness. The boy sat down silent. There were no other questions. This certainly was a better argument, engagement, and hence Brahmananda wants Satsarupa for the same. So Brahmananda Prabhu told Satsarupa Maharaj that, we should not make Prabhupada give it trouble and all. Next was the prestigious Massachusetts University. So here, the technology in Cambridge, when Prabhupada arrived in the evening, he found over 100 of people waiting in the carpeted luxurious student lounge where he was to lecture. So some students were sitting on the floor while the others were in the leather upholstered couches and chairs scattered casually throughout the room. Prabhupada spoke boldly challenging the very concepts underlying MIT, where in this big university, he asked a department for studying the technology of soul. He told, do you have a separate department to find out the importance of soul, the soul and body, about next birth? So they said no, which when present in the body gives life, when the soul is out, it is death. So where is the science to study all important principle of life, soul and body concept? Bhagavad Gita 2.12 to 2.30. Although the scientists consider life to be merely chemicals or electric impulses, Prabhupada he argued, still they are unable to assemble the chemicals and produce even one body, one life. They cannot make a soul. Why? There is no department in this university for answering this question. And therefore, people are in ignorance. They don't know the self or the next life or the purpose of human life beyond animal anxieties. So, Prabhupada told about Ahara Nidra Bhayamaitunam Cha Samanyametat Pashubhi Naranam Dharmo Hitesho Adhiko Vishesho Dharme Nahina Pashubhi Samana. Can you remove this paper, Mataji? This I want to remove it so that I can see everybody. This Vinita Mataji, this can be removed. Thanks. So there is no department in the university answering the question. Therefore, people in ignorance, they don't know the self or the next life or the purpose of human life, because dharmo hidesho adhiko vishesho. Animal also eating, we are also eating. Animal also sleeping, we are also sleeping. Animal also doing maitanya, producing children, we are also producing. We are also taking care of kids, they are also taking. So what is the difference? We are all glorified animals. If you don't know about soul, if you don't know is Krishna, then we are glorified animals. So Srila Prabhupada said, dharmo hitesho adhiko vishesho. If dharma is not brought in the human life, then the human life is samayavi kevalam, waste, it's a waste. So if you call a dog and tell, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, tell dog, it really shout. It cannot understand, it cannot relate, it doesn't know. So human life is to understand who is the Supreme Lord, relationship, Sambandha, Abhidaya and Prayojana. Relation, process, final goal, Krishna Prem. So when this question and answer period ended, Satguru Maharaj stood and briefly addressed to the students, inviting them to attend to the other college lectures, which is going to take place when Srila Prabhupada will be there for a month. So, and then Satguru Maharaj told, wherever a saintly person goes, Satguru Maharaj said, becomes a Tirthasthal or a holy place. And now, for the month of May, in 1968, Boston is the Tirthasthal because Srila Prabhupada has come. Please take advantage of his Prabhupada's presence. As Srila Prabhupada was leaving with his disciples, a group of Indian faculty members and students came and stood around him, speaking rapidly, challenging him. One student exposing philosophy of monism, that is Buddhism, asserted that the highest expression of absolute truth was that all is one. Again, the same all is one. Srila Prabhupada tried to make him understand that simply oneness was rudimentary idea because from the one comes so many variegated manifestations. But the mass would not accept defeat. And Prabhupada became excited, arguing with him. Taking the man by his shirt collar, Prabhupada shouted, you say everything is one, but is this cotton shirt the same as cotton ball? Why don't you wear a cotton ball instead of cotton shirt? No answer. Later, a few disciples pushed through the arguers, insisting, Swamiji, please, your taxi is waiting. It can't wait any longer. You go away. Because they were afraid. But Prabhupada caught his shirt. And they disengaged their spiritual master on the mass of arguing technologies. Prabhupada considered the evening success. Prabhupada said, I have proved my point. I don't worry. The next was the Harvard School of Divinity. And when they saw a decent number of gathering, they invited Prabhupada for a lecture. Prabhupada, arriving half an hour later than scheduled, led the audience in Kirtan and began his talk. Srila Prabhupada praised the Harvard University as fortune, citing that according to Vedic literatures, aristocratic birth, good education, beauty, and wealth are the four chief material opponents. Nobody gets so fast. Only if they've done some punya karma, they'll get this four. And Prabhupada told this one sloka, know how Krishna's definition. Aisha just samagvasya bijasya dasasasya jnana vairagasya sarvati mahangano. It tells the same way. That means telling Aishwarya, everything, the richness, the beauty, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the power, and the renouncing. Everything Krishna has got. So he tells the Americans are very beautiful, very knowledgeable, rich people, opulent country. So they have good quality. They have done good punya karma. So he said Harvard University, all very, very intelligent people studying. So you have got a lot of blessing from Krishna. You are a very fortunate person that you could add. So you can add the spiritual fortune of Krishna consciousness to your life. Then you will become successful. The Prabhupada said, just add Krishna. After Prabhupada's talk, Mr. Matthew standing for his discourse on Hindu philosophy, and Prabhupada got him, not Hindu. But immediately Prabhupada interpreted. Actually, we are not Hindus. We are Sanatanis. And Prabhupada explained the University of Krishna consciousness. He said, our Bhagavad Gita is not for the body, not for American, Indian, white, black, Hindi, Gujarati. It is for the soul. Actually, Srila Prabhupada went to Gujarat to preach. And the Gujaratis are very conscious of Gujarat. So Prabhupada said there is no Gujarati, Marathi, Tamil, Bengali. We are all Atmas. So one Prabhu came, who finds it, Tamara lecture, Maja aavi gaya. He said, I really like Srila Prabhupada. You told we are not the body, we are the soul. I know. But one thing is, I am a Gujarati soul. Prabhupada laughed. I'm telling you, there is no Gujarati, but I'm a Gujarati soul. But there's so much connected. Gujarati soul, Punjabi soul. No language, nothing. So at the meeting broke, some interested students came forward for more discussion with Swamiji. One Sanskrit student asked, how can a brahmachari be expected to understand the Gita Govinda, since it deals with so many intricacies of man-woman relationships and love affairs? Srila Prabhupada talking now. Nice chant Prabhupada got. So the Prabhupada is like a lion guru, replied stylishly, only a brahmachari can understand Gita Govinda. He was confused. Prabhupada said, because it is not about mundane sexuality. It is the highest spiritual technology of Radha and Krishna, the mellows, which they cannot understand. So he said, one who is without calm, they will be able to understand Radha Krishna Leela past. One who is in the material bodily concept, he will only see in the same dog mentality. Prabhupada said dog mentality. So Prabhupada was especially pleased about our Harvard lecture. The next morning, Satsrupa went to see him with a check, $125, a big amount those days, from Harvard University. That was a very good meeting, and Srila Prabhupada was very happy. He said, Talia. Prabhupada, once he was setting the example of how to preach. It was for them, the ones who would have to carry the mission in his absence. So Srila Prabhupada was very serious. He said, I don't know how long I'm going to live, so I want to train you how to begin the lecture, what to talk, how to answer the questions. So from the morning until night, Prabhupada spoke about Krishna. Of course, many times in the day, Prabhupada was actually silent, alone in his room. Actually, one person asked Prabhupada, you are talking so much about Bhagavatam. It's about Krishna Leela, that Leela. We are very happy. Bhav vibhor ho jate hai. So can you tell, I'm in a grasta family, I have to take care of my family, as well as I also got so much love for Bhagavatam. I feel like leaving the family and read only Bhagavatam. The Prabhupada said, no. Arjuna said the same thing. No, he said, I will not fight. I'll go to forest. Krishna said, you must do your duty as a Kshatriya. You have to always, Dharma, you have to protect, and you have to fight. Nobody is killed because Atma never dies. So your grandfather Bhishma and Dronacharya will get new dress. They'll change the dress. So like that, he told this Prabhu, you don't worry, you be with your family, but have a strict control. Very good control Prabhupada get. The wife should be housewife. Now I don't want to find fault. You should not feel that I'm talking. Prabhupada is talking. He told, those days Matajis are housewives and the Prabhu should work. Roti kapda makan, Prabhu should take care. The Matajis should take and train the children right from the childhood. थोड़ा बड़ा हो तो फिर bend करना मुश्किल होता है. When they are 3 year, 4 year old, they should be brought for Mangala Aarti, chanting, getting up, reading one mala. Unless the parents chant, the children won't chant. They, you know, some people they say, बच्चे लोग chant नहीं कर रहे, आप कर रहे हो, मुझे busy होता है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Unless you do, the children don't.
I guess Prabhuji lost his connection. He'll be back.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Yeah, so
Ram
Deepa Krishna Prabhu, please unmute yourself, Prabhu.
Yeah. There was some problem in my house. It went off. Sorry, very, very sorry for the inconvenience caused. So Srila Prabhupada was trying to train his disciples and how to go about. From the morning until night, Prabhupada was telling about Krishna. So I was telling about these children, how to take care. The mother, right from the Garbhadan Samskar, they should be totally Krishna conscious. Like Prahlad learned everything from the womb. So the mother is doing full Bhagavatam in the 1 year, and the child will be a fantastic devotee. These are the tricks Srila Prabhupada had given. And the father should, all 5 days he should work for the family. Saturday he should do all house related work. Take the children to the shop, buy whatever they want. And Sunday should be only Jew temple. You have to bring them. Prabhupada must bring them. Jew or Chopati, wherever they are. And from the morning, the child will say, no, today I want to sleep. No, beta, ud jao, abhi jana hai. They should get out around 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They go there and they should hear the Bhagavatam class. And Prabhupada says you should put your children in the front row and you should tell you'll get the khichdi only if you ask question. So the children will be watching and some question they will ask and they'll go and eat khichdi. And they should keep competition of selling books, make the children. Then the children will go and tell competition less than 10-year-old. So all the young boys will come. So what the children should do, they'll go and tell, uncle, mera paas kitab hai, aap loge, you will not disappoint me, no? Please buy one book, no? They will buy. Like that, you should be an example for the children. Bachcho ko, when you teach them in the younger age, they will pick up well. But if you leave them like that, they will do whatever they want. So everything depends on the parents. So then sometimes Govinda Dasi would peep inside and think what Prabhupada is doing. So Prabhupada is sometimes chanting, sometimes writing Bhagavatam, translations, he gives dictation, and sometimes he will be introspecting his chant. Prabhupada was very introspective. So the devotees were spending a lot of time talking, listening to Prabhupada and feeling guilty that the devotees were taking up his time and not let him engage in translation. So the devotees were asking questions and Satsuru Maharaj made an attempt to terminate the discussion in Prabhupada's room. Being his head on the floor, he fell down and he said, now we are closing. We will leave you now and let you do the work. But Prabhupada said, what am I doing now? No, they are disturbing you. Prabhupada said, you think that I am not working now? Do you think this is not a work? Any question answers a work only, because Krishna has only sent them to ask questions. Prabhupada said, you do not know what is work and what is not work. These also work. So don't stop. Let me answer the question and go. So sometimes the disciples, they think they are great. So Srila Prabhupada spoke to eradicate the ignorance of whoever would hear him, whether a crowd of thousands or a one single person also. Prabhupada is happy. After the first meeting in the temple, when the attendance had dropped down, Prabhupada had said that it didn't mean he should stop speaking. And this, Srila Prabhupada said, should certainly be standard of transcendental education. If only one person learned, it could become, he can teach 100 persons. So you should even teach one also. Early in the morning, on the morning walk with Prabhupada, Satsuru Maharaj told him about a Swami who recently gave a lecture in the famous church. Prabhupada asked, what did he say? Satsuru Maharaj said, he had heard that the Swami had said he was God. God, Prabhupada will pakad down. Immediately Prabhupada began to argue, destroying the Swami's alleged claim that he is a God. Prabhupada said, if everyone is God, Prabhupada continued, then why is the God worshipped by all over the world? In the temples, in the churches, in the mosques. And why are these gods shoe kicking each other? Do they know what God is? God is the controller. Bhagavad Gita 5.29. Bhoktara Megatapasam Sarvalokamaishwaram Sukritam Sarvabhutanam Gyatva Mam Shanti Michandi. Do they know, have any idea of what is God? The six opulents. Again, Prabhupada said, Aishadjatsa Samakvasta Bijasta Dastasya Gana Vairagyacha Sarvati Bhangana. Prabhupada said, beauty, richness, powerful, knowledge, famous, fame, and renunciance. And Prabhupada said, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiradri Gunda, Sarva Karnagata, Brahma Smeda 5.1. Then he told Srimad Bhagavatam, Janma Karma Chame Divyam. Then Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna to Bhagavan, Krishna to Bhagavan Swayam. And then Srila Prabhupada told about Indiyari Vakalam Loke, Hridayanti Mridayanti Ge. Then he told about Sarva Dharman Paridyaja. Then he told about Govardhan Gindhari. 7 days in the little hand he was carrying. And then the Kaliya Mandanam. So, if somebody says it's God, we should say, can you keep the mountain for 1 week? Even a stone he cannot keep. Can you show Vishnurupa Darshanam? You are not a God. Can you dance on the head of the snake? You are not God. So, drinking poison, God means Vishnurupa, the Vishnurupa Darshan. Are they controlling the universe? Are they controlling sun and moon? Ask them these questions. Are they omnipotent? Are they omniscient? These are the qualities of God. If you are God, do you know what I am thinking? You know only what you think. God knows what we are all thinking. Because God is in all as Paramatma. So they should not be allowed to say these things. They should be curbed with these questions. He said, if anybody tells God this set of questions, you must hand in hand. And if one thing he cannot answer, just throw him out. Prabhupada punctuated his talk by sudden stops. He was very angry. It was as if he was charging his disciples for allowing such nonsense. I am God. Prabhupada says, whoever says I am God, he's dog. And I talked to go and unchecked. Why didn't they stop? These rascals, he looked at them with eyes flashing. Where they're meeting the challenges of the atheists, they should be fighting. And these were the arguments they should be given. We understand God is vast. Prabhupada confirmed. We are similar to him in quality, but we are infinitesimal as far as the quantity is there. Bhagavan is Vibhu, we are Anu. Then how is they have come to this doggy state, calling themselves as God? You may be God, but the present moment, they are not God. They will admit that for the present moment, they are not God, but they will become God in future, like that they will tell. But what kind of God is this? And how they are fallen under illusion. That means illusion is stronger than God. That they have come under illusion. So God is the God, then there is no Maya. Because the Maya, are they Maya or God? They may be God, but they are not the Parabrahman, the Supreme God. We have the definition of the God. He is all powerful. Bhagavad Gita 10.12. Arjuna said, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashva Dimvam Adidevam Adam Bhubum. And 10.13 also, he told, Augusta Rishi, Dev Rishi, and all the Rishis also confirmed. This Swami is not all powerful. If some poor fellow came to him on the street, he could not stop from getting a beating. And if he got a toothache, he would be running. If he's a God, then he will not get toothache. No, but this man-made God, they will get toothache, leg ache, everything, backache. God is all wealthy. He's never beggar. This Swami is begging for money. He's cheating. He's God. He's a crazy God. God is all-knowing. They are not even intelligent. To surrender to Krishna is the most intelligent person. They are kicking each other and they are fallen into the conditioned state. And they are God. These questions should be put to them. They cannot answer them. I will become silent if you ask these questions. So the devotees, Prabhupada said, are more interested in talking about Krishna and in chanting his name. And that arguing, because so many godless parties come forward and challenge. A Vaishnava must be able to argue on the basis. So now Srila Prabhupada told Nama Mahima. See, Nama Mahima, Srila Prabhupada, He told there are a lot of verses which show that Rama is all-powerful, supreme. And some verses, Kulachakrava shows Krishna is supreme. And in the Bhagavatam, last sloka is told, Nama Sankirtanam Yajna Sarva Papa Pranashanam Samano Dukkha Samanam Tam Namami Harim Param Hari. So Hari, Rama, Krishna, but Ishvara Parama Krishna only has been told, but Rama also has been. So in the Hare Krishna mantra, we are having Rama, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and Hari. So there was one devotee in Delhi, Gopal Krishna Maharaj's disciple. So that Mataji, she lost her husband when she was just 30-year-old. 2 kids, small kids. So Mataji went to ask Gopal Krishna Maharaj, since you are telling Krishna will take care and our Klesha will be lost and Subhada will come. So if I chant, will my family condition improve? But I got no money, 10,000 rupees, I cannot run the family. Gopal Krishna Maharaj said, if you really surrender and chant in the Brahma Muhurta, you will get some changes will come. Mataji did 16 rounds for 6 months, no increment. He went to Maharaj and said, Maharaj, मैं 6 महीना chant कर रहा हूँ, कुछ increment नहीं हुआ. Make it double. He took a challenge. Morning 16 rounds, come back from office, do 16 rounds, make the children sleep and chant 16 rounds and sleep. After 3 months, he got a job, 1 lakh rupees, 10,000 became 1 lakh. So she came to Maharaj. Maharaj, बहुत धन्यवाद. Now I'm happy. Now I got one house. एक घर भी ले लिया माताजी on loan. So one house EMI she was paying. And she came and asked, Maharaj, मैं अभी इसको 64 करने का और बढ़ेगा? Yes, जरूर. So she started at 64, 32 in the morning, 32 in the night. Morning from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Every hour, 8 malas. So evening also, after sleeping, up till 12, she will chant and sleep for small hours. Next year, she got 2 houses. She said, now I don't want money. Krishna bahut chalu hai, chaliya hai. He put money and got me. But now my love for Krishna is so much that I don't need house, I don't need car. Whatever the enough. And now she's in Karol Bagh. She's preaching left, right, and center. And said, paisa chahiye, chant karo. And they're all getting money also. Good devotee. They get money and they become devotees. So like that, Mataji is only in Nama Mahima. She's preaching left, right, and center. Her son got married, daughter got married, big money, big preaching. She says, this Mahamantra helped me, otherwise I would have committed suicide, I would have died. So the Srila Prabhupada's devotees are so wonderful that they teach us how Krishna can help. So Prabhupada once gave lecture in the same church and told that the Bhakti Yoga is the topmost yoga, in which he always thinks that Krishna within his heart and is engaged in his service with faith and devotion. So Srila Prabhupada added Bhakti Yoga from chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. In every chapter, Prabhupada said Bhakti Yoga. So Prabhupada said, I must tell because I don't know whether he will live till 6th chapter. If he dies in the 2nd chapter, so everywhere devotion service. Because Prabhupada saw Krishna everywhere. And Srila Prabhupada said, Bhagavad Gita is actually to make us live. Bhagavad Gita is a life manual. So it shows us how to live. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga mein kaise jeene ka. And Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita is ending with Sarva Dharman Parijya Jamamekam Sarnam Maja Am Toam Sarva Vimoksha Machada and Manmanam Bhakto. So it is ending in Bhakti Yoga and Bhagavatam starts in Bhakti Yoga. In Bhagavatam there is no Jnanis, there is no Karmis, there is no Ashtangis, only Bhaktas. Dhruva Maharaja, Prahlad Maharaja, Kunti Maharani, Bhishma Dev. And from the first verse, Janma Adyasya To Anmayad, Itanta Chartesha Bhiket Surad, Tene Brahma Hidayadi Kave, Mukhyadya Surya, Tejo Varmitam, Yetham Vinimeo, Yetasmad Musa, Dhamna Svena Sata, Tatyam Parandhimi. First sloka again, complete Bhagavatam has been covered in the first sloka. And Bhakti-Siddhanta Maharaj took this one sloka for 1 month. Second sloka, Dharma Projite, again Bhakti. Third sloka is the best sloka. Nigama Kalpataror, Garitam Phalam, Sukhamaka, Amritadrava Samnitam, Pipata Bhagavatam, Rasamalaya Muguraho Rasika Bhui Bhavaka. See, here Srila Prabhupada is telling this verse is the sea tanker verse. Somebody asked, what is Garitam Phalam? Prabhupada gave a very good example. आम है ना mango, if it is khatta mango, if it is a green color mango, if you eat, it will be khatta. But when it is a yellow mango, वो पक गया. That will be really good. I was in Surat, no? You get amras and puri. Oh, so wonderful it is. And वो जो अच्छा mango है, the tota will come and bite. Some bird will bite. So, nigama kalpatror galitam phalam. Bhagavad means galitam phalam. Shuka mukhad. Amrita drava samritam. When shuka is touched the mango, amrita ho gaya. Amrita drava samritam. So, Sukadev Goswami is actually such a wonderful devotee. How he came to this material world, actually he is Radharani's disciple. And he is always with Radharani. And one day, Lord Shiva was telling Bhagavatam to Parvati. And he told Parvati, मैं आँख बंद करके बोलूंगा, आप after each canto you say, बोलना, हाँ हाँ बोलना, मैं बोलूंगा. So, and when he was telling outside, Tota was hearing everything. So Parvati ma first canto, suna, and Shiva's eyes was closed. Second chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter, Mataji sound didn't come. Tota, the Tota can give other sounds, no? And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 12. And Lord Shiva opened. Ah, Parvati, you heard everything? मैं तो सो गया. Third canto तक सुना. फिर वो चौथा पांचवा कौन सुना? Window से देखा तो तोता बैठा है. And Shiva took the Trishul में तुम मार डालो तुम्हें. He just went behind it. And Tota went flying. Vedavyas के घर पे आ गया. And Vedavyas' wife Vatika Mataji was sitting, and she was yawning. Achak! The Tota अंदर चला गया पेट में. And Shiva came running. And said, "ये इधर एक तोता है क्या?" क्या हो गया आपको शिव जी? आप तो इतने बड़े वैष्णव है, क्या हो गया? अरे मैं भागवतम, I was teaching to my wife, and this Tota was listening. I want to kill him. अरे भागवतम एक बार सुन लिया तो फिर अमर हो जाएगा ना. If you hear full Bhagavatam, you become amar. How can you kill that? You cannot kill. And moreover, it has gone to my wife's stomach. You cannot touch that. You want to kill my wife? नहीं, जाओ अभी जाओ. Shiv went away. And Sukhadeva Goswami was inside Vatika's Mataji's tummy for 14 years. बाहर नहीं आ रहा है. बोलता है उधर माया है, माया. Because he has heard full Bhagavatam now. So he doesn't want material world. So फिर Vedavyas is Krishna's incarnation. Kali Kale Namo Rupe Krishna Avatar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as Krishna's avatar. And Vedavyas is called literary incarnation, book incarnation. So Vedavyas is Shakti's avatar. He called Krishna and told, please, बच्चे को बाहर निकालो, माँ मर जाएगा. Krishna came and said, अरे भैया बाहर आ जाओ, सुखदेव गोस्वामी बाहर आ जाओ, मैं हूँ. So the child came out, and पूरा 14 साल का नंगा लड़का भाग गया घर से. बोले मैं जा रहा हूँ, I'm going to forest. He went near the Yamuna Nadi and all, and lot of Matajis were taking bath, and they were so happy to see such young boy running. And then Vedavyas came with dhoti and all, and Matajis were doing like this. Vedavyas बोला मैं समझ नहीं पाता, मेरा बेटा भी 14 साल का और नंगा गया, आप लोग तो मैं ऐसे करके देख रहे, मैं तो धोती पहन रहे हो, ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हो? बोलता है that boy is actually not knowing feminine masculine difference. He's Parabrahma. He's totally transcendental. But you are a grahastha, no? You have to always cover. That these are all the teaching for us. Vedavyas knows everything. So then Sukadeva Goswami is inside. Then Vedavyas sent 2 people, and they were telling slokas. What sloka they told? Barhapitam natabravapu karnayo karnikaram vibrat basa kanakabhisham vaijayantim jamalam andhra menu adrasudeva apurin gopavrinday vrindaranyam swapadranam pravishadi gitakirti. Sukadeva Goswami ke rani hai, kaun bola hai? Bahut badhiya hai. Barhapitam, full Krishna's description. I want to see who your father only taught. तो चलो घर चलो. घर आ गया, पूरा भागवतम सुना. तो जो भागवतम जो सुखदेव गोस्वामी ने सुनाया, Vedavyas has taught him, and he's pakka. And Parishit Maharaj, he is Pandava's grandson. When he was in the womb of his mother Uttara, Krishna came and saved him from Brahmastra. So he has seen Krishna inside. That way his name is Parikshit. When he came out, he was never able to understand the difference between. So when he came out, he wanted to see Krishna. He was seeing everybody. That's why Yudhishthira said his name should be Parikshit. Pariksha karne wala. Now when Sukadeva Goswami was telling this Bhagavatam, Putana what he's telling. And Sukadeva Goswami knows Putana has been killed by Krishna because Krishna fought the Mahabharata battle, no? So he was there till 125 years. Parikshit Maharaj also knows the story. But when Sukadeva Goswami is telling the Putana story, Parikshit Maharaj telling, Mera Krishna bach jayega na, Putana nahi marega na. See, they know. But actually when you hear Bhagavatam, you should not say, Putana to mujhe pata hai. कालिया तुम्हें कितने बार सुना है? गोवर्धन ये तो सुन के बोर हो गया. ऐसे बोलेगा तो वो कभी भागवत नहीं सीखेगा. They should never. You should listen that way. Parikshit Maharaj, and then Sukadeva Goswami is telling one sloka. He's telling, don't worry. Wherever there is holy name, nothing can touch. Nothing can touch. Krishna will be saved. दोनों को पता है. And both are talking as if they don't know what will happen outcome. And Srila Prabhupada used to tell Satsuru Maharaj, bring Krishna book. Read Krishna book. तो उसमें धेनुकासुर का मारने वाला पड़ेगा तो चलेगा और मारो उनको मार के फेंक दो. Because Prabhupada only written Krishna book, but when he listens, he forgets what he has written. So like that, we should never say. Once somebody came to Prabhupada and said, Bhagavatam कितना बार पढ़ना है? पढ़ना है कितना बार? आप कितने बार पढ़े हो? So he was very proud. तो मैं बताऊं, बताइए. 4 बार पढ़ाओ. Very humbly telling 4 बार पढ़े हो तो आप भागवत पढ़े नहीं प्रभा जी. मैं 4 बार पढ़ने से पढ़ने क्या, फर्स्ट कैंटो टू 12th कैंटो 12 बार 4 बार पढ़ा. आप फिर भागवतम कुछ नहीं पढ़ा. प्रभुपाद बोल रहे हैं मिनिमम 15 से 20 बार पढ़ेगा तो कुछ समझाए, कुछ भी समझ में आएगा. ये 4 बार पढ़ा, इसलिए वी शुड नेवर बी प्राउड. मैं भागवतम इतना बार पढ़ा, उतना बार पढ़ा. तो प्रभुपाद जी ने बोला भागवतम शुड बी रेड ऑलवेज, निरंतरा, एवरी डे, एवरी नाइट. भागवतम में डूब जाने का, और भागवत में ऐसे ही डूबने का, राधा रानी का और कृष्णा का जो 10th है जो पढ़ेगी आप अंदर जाके प्रज्वलित होने का. वन गुड एग्जांपल प्रभुपाद गिव्स. इफ दिस बॉटल इज फुल ऑफ वाटर, नाउ आई हैव ड्रैंक वाटर, आधा बॉटल खाली हो गया. आई एम पुटिंग मोर वाटर, द वाटर इज फुल, ओवरफ्लो हो रहा है. ऐसी तरफ हमारा शरीर में भागवतम का रस, क्योंकि रसमालयम, वो भागवत का रस इतना भरना है, भर के उबल के ढकार आना चाहिए. वो जब ढकार है ना, वही है प्रीचिंग. प्रभुपाद बोले यही प्रीचिंग. तो हमारे लाइफ में हमें भागवतम खत्म नहीं हो. वी कैन नेवर से कब somebody said प्रभुपाद को ये परिक्रमा गोवर्धन कितने टाइम लगेगा, कितने घंटा. तो प्रभुपाद बोला कितने खत्म करने का सोचो मत. यू मे नॉट लिव टिल यू कंप्लीट. नो, चलने में आनंद लो. यू शुड बी हैप्पी. यू शुड नॉट से व्हेन आई विल कंप्लीट, व्हेन आई विल रीड भागवतम, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स आई विल डू. इट्स ऑल वेरी अनवांटेड क्वेश्चन. So Srila Prabhupada gave one very, very good example that if we really want to live and go back home, back to Godhead, and we should only 3 slokas I'll read. Sorry, आपको मैं बहुत देर करा दिया. 3 slokas. So first sloka is telling, Grantra Ashtadasho Sahasro Padasa Skanda Samhita Parikshit Sukha Sambado Tinu Bhagavatam Chatat Bhagavatam Chatat. This means Grantha Ashtadasho Sahasro. Ashtadasho means 18. Sahasro means 1000. So the Grantha, which is having 18,000 slokas, Dvadacha Skanda Samhita, and it is divided into 12 cantos. Parikshit Sukha Sambado. Parikshit told to Sukadeva Goswami told to Parikshit Maharaj. Shrinu Bhagavatam Chatat. Listen, oral listen sunega to kya hoega? Now, next verse, Prabhupada is telling how many times we should read this. For this, another sloka. Sada Sevya Srimad Bhagavati Katha Yes Savana Matrena Hari Chittam Samashrayet. Sada Sevya. Kitna baar bole? Sada. Till you die, you should keep on reading every day. Of course, you should read at least 1 hour every day. Srimad Bhagavati Katha. That is Bhagavat ka Katha padna hai. Yes, sir, Shravana Matrena. The moment you nicely listen, Hari Chittam Sama Ashrayat. The Hari comes inside. Hari gets attracted. It is not you are getting attracted. When you are nicely listening, then the Hari comes inside. So this is the beauty of reading Bhagavatam. Now the next question is, those who doesn't read, what will happen? So, Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Srimad Bhagavatam, don't read it or write it, but drink it. It is a ras, because Srimad Bhagavatam is a alaya, rasa alaya. Actually, Prabhupada said, lie means lying down, lie down, lie. Alaya means आराम से. इतना बार भागवतम पढ़ के सुनने का, भाव विभोर के गिर जाने का. So much you must read. So that's why alaya means lie down, and we must read Bhagavatam in such a way that one must drink, intoxicate hone ka, so that our from our body Srimad Bhagavatam should overflow, and that overflow will become preaching to the others, and this way it will intoxicate the person who is listening, and also should fall down and make him like a drunkard of rasa, Bhagavad rasa. So, and what happens when you are reading Bhagavatam, Krishna is अपने मन के अंदर घुस जाता है. तो हमारा, our body is like a plastic bottle, and Krishna is त्रिभंग नैना, टेढ़ा बड़ा है. वो प्लास्टिक में कैसे घुसेगा? How it will go inside? If you push it, not go. If you push it tightly, it will go. Then Krishna cannot come out. Krishna is locked. So when you read Bhagavatam completely, when you totally understand, तो राधा गोविंद महाराज बोलता है, मैं क्राइंग स्कूल खोला है, क्राइंग स्कूल. भागवतम पढ़ के रोना है, वो कैसे रोना है वो सिखाएगा. So Krishna cannot come out of the heart, and if one listens Srimad Bhagavatam, Hari goes inside the heart, and Mukti is standing in front of our hand. Mukti आ जाओ, ले लो, ले लो, ले लो. तो भागवतम पढ़े तो मुक्ति पक्का है. And Srimad Bhagavatam, listen, realized, applied, and distributed. You have to listen, you have to write, you have to realize, you have to apply in your life and distribute to others. So if one does not listen to Bhagavatam, what happens? Next sloka. Tavat samsara chakresmin brahmate jnana tarpuman yavat karana gatanasti sakha shastra kathakshanam. He's telling the person who will not read Bhagavatam will go round up Brahma Bhuna Loka. He will be in Brahma Loka, Varga Loka, Patal Loka, Atal Loka, Sutal Loka, Bhu Loka, Bhur Loka, Mahar Loka. It's a jump, monkey doesn't jump. He cannot go out of this. He will be in Janma Mrityu Jara, in the within planet. Even, but if somebody even reads one amsha, one sloka, now he's telling, what will happen if you read half sloka? Sloka artham sloka padamba, pate bhagavatam chaya, nityam punya apnoti, rajasuya ashwamedhayo. So if you read half sloka or one sloka, then it is like you're doing Rajasuya Yajna and Ashwamedha Yajna. You're getting punya. But now, if somebody is reading Bhagavatam, Adhyatmik what he gets, Yuktam Bhagavatam Nityam, Roj padega to, Kritam cha Harichittamam, Tulasi Poshanam chaiva, Dhenu Namase, Sevanam Saman. So if you read Bhagavatam every day, it's like doing Tulsi Seva and Go Seva. Now Tulsi Seva kya hai? If you pour Tulsi everyday water, and if you do circumambulate 4 times every day, and chant sitting near the Tulsi, then Tulsi is actually always Krishna ka charan mein. Krishna is always, Tulsi is always in Krishna charan. So Krishna ko chitti likhega. देखो अभी विनीता गंधर्वी माता जी तुलसी के पास बैठ के चैंटिंग किया. मैं इसको रेकमेंड कर रहा हूँ. कृष्णा 10 पास 1 वे टिकट दे देगा, आपको दे देगा, वीसा मिल जाएगा. टिकट का डेट बाद में आफ्टर 100 years. तो तुलसी सेवा के बारे में या दृष्टा निखिलाग संसा शमेनी दृष्टा वपू पावनी रागनम अभिवंदिता शक्तांग त्रयं प्रात्य शक्तिवान यही कृष्णस्य सम रूपिताः यस्तश्चरेण भक्ति बलेद तस्य तुलस्याय नमः. So in this sloka, they're telling whoever is doing parikrama of Tulsi and whoever are doing Tulsi water, they will get one fruit. What is that fruit? Fruit of bhakti. And that bhakti fruit will give Krishna prema. So The Braja Gopis, when Shyama Sundar left, they'll go and ask Tulsi Maharani, "Aap to Tulsi Kalyani, aap to always Bhagwan ke charan mein ho. So Bhagwan ka charan kidhar gaya hai?" They will ask. He will tell, Krishna has gone this way. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam to the end of her life, last sloka, end of her life, if you read what will happen, Antakale tu yenaiva suyate Saka Shastrava Vidya Tasyeva Vaikuntam Govindo Api Prayachasi. One who listens, hears, and one who is always chanting and reading Bhagavatam, then Mad Bhakti to devotee, then doesn't remain in this world at the end of this life. You will definitely go back home, back to Godhead. So this is what the Bhagavatam is telling. But somebody said, if I read Bhagavatam every day, suppose at the end I get coma, what will happen? Krishna is telling one who is reading Bhagavatam every day and always getting the rasa, even if he forgets, I will go and remind him. I will give the smaranam. I will be remembering him. And I will give my hand. Come to Goloka. I will catch us and take us back. So we must all read Bhagavatam. And we should think Srila Prabhupada has written purport for each one of us. It's a love story. Every purport we must relish because Prabhupada has written for all of us. Hey, Shyama Gauri Mataji. Hey, Vinita Gandhari Mataji. Hey, Preeti Mataji. Like that he has given for all of us. So we must be very, very respectful. And Prabhupada is a Mahanubhava. Prabhupada is the 13th skanda. And Prabhupada is God for us. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado. Yasya prasada nagati kutopi dhayam suvam sudaya sat sandhyam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai ho. Sorry, I took so much time. Next time you'll never call me because I'm taking so much time. But I really cannot stop talking about Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Vinta Gandhari Mataji, Shama
Supriya
Mataji.
Hari Bol, Prabhu. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
What a wonderful class, Prabhu. Time is flying like anything, but we are relishing your class, Prabhu. Thank you
Sorry,
so
I took
much,
so
Prabhu.
much time. Don't feel bad that I took so much time. But I wanted to tell the importance of Bhagavatam. Unless we know Bhagavatam, we will not. And Prabhupada also wanted us only Bhagavatam. That's right.
Yeah, but it is very, very nice, Prabhu, your bhajans, your shloka recitation, your explanation, your adoration for Srila Prabhu, Guru Maharaj. Everything is so sweet, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Not at all a problem, taking more time. You are very, very interestingly listening to your class, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. If you have got anything good, it all goes to Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada, everybody. If I have done anything wrong, it's me. You can punish me, you can shout at me, I'm ready. But जो भी अच्छा हुआ भगवान किया, Guru Maharaj ने किया. All of you, I give the credit to all of you. You are all such wonderful devotees. When I see you, I get the utsaha, nisya, dharya, tat kama parvatnath, sangatyago, sato viti, shadbir bhakti prasiddhati. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
So nice of you, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. We are very fortunate to have your association and coming on the call, Prabhu. Wonderful, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, so anybody have any questions or they would like to share their realizations with Prabhu? So please raise your hand. I will unmute one by one. Okay. Ayan Saha. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on the call. We are very, very grateful. We are very, very grateful to you in spite of all our shortcomings. You made sure that you give this very wonderful.
But I took so much time. I'm sorry. Next time, will not call me because Prabhu keeps on talking so much. So please excuse me next time and try to come within the limit.
Not at all. I can understand because Lilamrita, the chapters are really big. So most of us, we take about 1.5 hours and it's normal. So please don't feel bad. And thank you so much, Prabhu. Very, very nice.
Thank you very much. I want to serve you as much as possible. My duty is only serve.
Thank you for your association.
Ayan Saha, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji,
for allowing me to speak.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the beautiful class. And I'd like to say I'm so sorry to the assembled devotees for causing disturbance earlier. I'm so sorry. And Prabhuji, I had one question that one verse you told that even if you read half a verse you will get credit. Is there any place where I can find that verse, Prabhuji?
I'll send it to your WhatsApp. If you read every day half a verse, you will get all material opulence, Rajasuyagna and everything. You will become big person. So don't read half verse. Read one verse full. Every day one verse.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the beautiful class.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Pratibha Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Lord Pradam.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Please. So sorry, I'm not well. Prabhuji, it was a very nectarian session. I loved it a lot. And yeah, I think talking about as Krishna, as Leela, Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, I think it is infinite. We'll keep on, someone can speak and we can keep on listening, and it can go ahead. It's nectar, that's why. So I think it was a very great session, and I think we all are blessed and our ears are blessed that we heard you so much. Thank you so much for that. I just want to add one more point. Like you said, like all the devotees, like who have seen all the devotees, like a pure devotees, they all keep a trust in Krishna. Like it's like no matter what happens, they have that trust in Krishna, that Krishna will help in somehow. And Krishna definitely helps. We might come very close to death also, but he comes there and he saves us. Maybe that's what the trust in Krishna is. Yes. And like I said, Srila Prabhupada was is Nityanand Prabhu. So yeah, I've also heard they say the Balramji and Anang Manji of Radharani came together, took incarnation as Nityanand Prabhu. And all the spiritual masters, acharyas are the form of Nityanand Prabhu because they are the guru.
Adi Guru.
Yes. So we are very blessed to, that we are following Srila Prabhupada. He's a Nityanand Prabhu himself. And we are great that we are listening it from you. So I think we all ears are blessed. So thank you so much for this session. Hare Krishna, Adhan Pranam.
Thank you. We are very fortunate with Gaudiya Sampradaya. Gaudiya is Radharani's the master for us. So we are all following the lotus feet of her.
Yes.
Gaudiya Math.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Vinita Gandarika Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Sukhakara Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a beautiful summary of Srila Prabhupada lilamrita, and you have covered from everywhere. You have spoken Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything, the bhajan that you have sang. It's so nice, and the importance of chanting also. You are very, very beautiful, Prabhu. It is very nice, and I joined your early morning japa sessions, India timing. India timings, your japa talks were very, very nice.
4 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. When I was in India, I was able to join the classes, and it was very nice.
I seen it, Mataji.
Yeah, nice. It was very nice, very inspiring about Japa Talks, Prabhu. Thank you so much. And this class is also very nice. Thank you so much for your enthusiastic.
Mataji, all glories to you all, because you're all such wonderful devotees. When I see you, aapka rang mujhe par lag jata hai. So I should get thanks to all of you for me to speak. So when I speak, if you are all there, I'll get more knowledge. Bhagwan bhar deta hai.
Yeah, you are
sadhu
so
sangha sadhu.
You are so humble. You are so senior, and you still speak so humbly. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for such a beautiful class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. I'm always at your service. Aapke seva ke liye.
Mataji, I don't know if they are recorded, but it is in India timings. Those classes are there. At the end, Prabhu speaks only 5 minutes or something like that. He speaks.
Recording nahi hota hai. Not happening. I'll speak for you. I'll speak and send you every day. You are so nice devotee. मैं आपको भेज दूँगा रोज.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji sent to everybody, not only one Mataji. Koti koti dandavat pranam. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, send to us.
I will send to Mataji. She will send to all. I don't have all your numbers. I got only Shama Gauri Mataji and Vinta Kandar Mataji and Raj Prabhu. I think 3-4 numbers only I have. And Preeti Mataji and Supriya Mataji. These 5 people I will send, and then you can send to all others.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. We are ready to share our number, Prabhuji.
Please send it to me. I'll send to all. I'll make a Bhakti Sangha group and send to everybody every day.
Okay. Thank you,
Prabhuji, for such a beautiful class. Again, Hare Krishna.
Anita Mataji. Anita Mataji, please go ahead.
Anita
Mataji.
Ramamati. She is my Vartman Pradesh Guru. She only brought me here in Bhakti Sangha.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I am not worth at all. Please don't say such words. You are really a very wonderful devotee, and I don't know, I have to learn so much from you. You are so enthusiastic. You don't, I think you have a spiritual body. That's why you don't feel the tiredness always. Every time. You don't see the time also, and like the time is flying away when you talk. It's like that. And you give so good points. So you are the inspiration for japa mainly for me personally. So very nice class, Prabhuji. So today you spoke so much from Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. You correlated everything and you gave it in one class. It was so nectar. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for being such an
Many
inspiration.
slokas I could not read properly in the end because I was worried you had to go and sleep. No, that's why I didn't chant properly.
Prabhuji, I would recommend you to sleep first, Prabhuji. I think it's very late for you over there.
No. I don't want to sleep whole night. I can speak. When I see all of you, I get so much inspired. My inspiration is Ajit Gar Prabhu. He only always inspires me.
Thank you so much, Ajit Gar Prabhuji, for joining.
Thank you. और किसी आपको कुछ एडवाइस है तो बोल सकते हो. I can change. Time management is bad. I'll change it next time, please. Next time इतना खींचूंगा नहीं.
Vrinda Gopika Mataji, please go ahead.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, कोटि कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम. श्रील प्रभुपाद श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, गोपीनाथ की जय. प्रभु जी, power pack class, feel that Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, our Acharya Gaon, special mercy upon you, Prabhuji. Very power pack class, and don't worry about time because the Srila Prabhupada lilamrita lectures are वो chapter जो है बड़े बड़े होते हैं प्रभुजी. तो at least it's take 1.5 hour भी हमारे लिए तो कम था प्रभुजी. इतना मतलब नेक्टर आ रहा था कि और सुने इतना, because you are making the notes of all the H.H. Jai Pataka Maharaj, H.H. Radhanath Maharaj, H.H. Radheshyam Prabhu. Given such a nice example that एक दिन वो क्लास ले रहे थे प्रभुजी ने Pune temple, and I hear that class and he don't know that Maharaj is sitting. महाराज ने ऐसे ओढ़ के बैठे थे और फ्रंट में बैठे थे, and he's just eyes close करके क्लास ले रहे थे, and suddenly he see the Maharaj and वो jump ऐसे कूद के नीचे बैठ गए. And I'm and you given so many example of Srila Prabhupada disciple Prabhuji, how sincerely they chant, attentively chanting is very important. It's a base of जब हमारा जपा अच्छा होता है तो हम जो भी बोलते हैं वो सबको इसकी इफेक्ट आती है. So our japa in a Brahma Muhurta is very important. You explained that, and Prabhuji, you start with such a deep devotional song. Prabhuji, can you please sing again by the mercy of by the सब भक्ति संघा के टीचर्स की परमिशन से आप बस मुझे वो जो लिखा है वो नहीं बोलना है. I always repeat the summary of Srila Prabhupada lilamrita, but it's going so long. प्लीज आप वो भजन जो आपने शुरू में गाया था प्रभु जी, द टीयर्स इज नॉट स्टॉप, नॉट ओनली मी, मे बी दोज हु आर हियरिंग, दे ऑल हैव इट्स टच टू हार्ट प्रभु जी. कोटि कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम टू योर सिंसियर सेवा, बिकॉज व्हेन वी मेक अ नोट्स प्रभु जी, वो हमारे खुद के लिए होता है, वो वर्ड टू वर्ड माइंड में बैठ जाता है प्रभु जी. एंड यस प्रभु जी, वी रीड श्री भागवतम सो मेनी टाइम 1 2 3, बट इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क. जब तक हम डाइजेस्ट नहीं करेंगे तो वो कोई मीनिंग नहीं है. एंड and I hear from H.H. Jai Pataka Maharaj, when we insult the Vaishnava, हम जीरो पे आ जाते हैं. So we should not insult any Vaishnava. That much I learned प्रभु जी. श्रील प्रभुपाद श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, गोपीनाथ की जय, कोटि कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम to your sincere सेवा. Please give your assistance regularly, even in Shri Bhagavatam also प्रभु जी. We eagerly waiting for Shri Bhagavatam, Shri Chaitanya Bhagavatam. Very हम लोग बहुत लोभी है प्रभु जी. हरि हरि गौरांगा दंडवत.
अभी गाने का मुझे और एक बार, मैं तो तैयार हूं.
एक 2 मिनट, not full, maybe it's too late in India. By the permission of all Bhakti Sangha teachers, only 2 minutes if it is possible.
Okay, I'll sing fast and finish in 2 minutes. बड़ो कृपा कोइले कृष्णा आधा मेरा प्रति, किला गिया नीला हेता करो ए बेगति, आचे किछु karyo tava ei onumane nahe keno aniban ei ugrastane bodo kripa koile Krishna rajastamo gunera sabaya chana vasudeva katharuchi nahe sei prasana bodo kripa koile Krishna tobe jodi tobo kripa hoiya hai tuki shakotale samba hoi tome sei ko tuki bodo kripa koile Krishna কিভাবে বুঝালে তারা বুঝে সেই রসা এত কৃপা করো প্রভু করি নিজ ভাষা বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা তোমারা ইচ্ছায় সব হই মায়া বাসা তোমারা ইচ্ছায় নাশা মায়ারে পারাসা বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা তব ইচ্ছা ওই যদি তাদের উদ্ধারা বুঝিবে নিশ্চয় তবে কথা তোমার বড় কৃপা কইলে কৃষ্ণা ভগবতের কথা রুচি সেই তাবার ধীরা হইয়া শুনে যদি কানে বারো বারা রাজস্থাম হতে তবে পাইবে নিস্তারা হৃদয়ের আভদ্রা সব বুঝিবে তাহারা কি করে বুঝাবো কথা বড় সেই চাহি শূদ্র আমি দিনহীন কোন শক্তি নাহি অথচ এনেছো প্রভু কথা বলিবারে যে তোমারা ইচ্ছা প্রভু করো এইবারে अखिला जगत गुरु बचन से अमार अलंकृता करिबार क्षमता तुम्हारा तब कृपा হইলে মোর কথা শুদ্ধ হবে শুনিয়া সুভদ্রা শোকা দুঃখা যে গুছিবে আনিয়াছ যদি প্রভু আমারে নাচাতে নাচাও প্রভু নাচাও সেই মতে কাস্তেরা পুতল যত নাচাও সেই মতে ভক্তি নাহি বেদ নাহি নাম খুব বড় ভক্তি বেন্তা নামে এবে এই সার্থক করো বড় কৃপা হইলে কৃষ্ণা হরে কৃষ্ণ মাতাজি
Jai Ho, Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna. Behalf of all Bhakti Sangha Vaishnava and all Vaishnava Arena Bhakti Sangha group. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Jai Shri Radhe.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
So sweet, Prabhu, so sweet. You're completely immersed in the bhajan. Very nice.
I will still sing many other bhajans and send you. आपको भेज दूंगा मैं सब लोग को and send.
Sure. So grateful to you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Anybody would like to share their comments or realizations, Prabhuji? Or else it is becoming too late, Prabhu. So with Prabhu's permission and with all the devotees' permission, then I would like to end the call. And Prabhu, by the way, Prabhu, we have so many comments for your class, Prabhu, and for your bhajans. You're singing and you're complete immersed in the class, Prabhu. There are so many messages in the chat box. All glories to you, Prabhu. Very, very wonderful.
So how will I get the chat box? Will I be able to see in my WhatsApp? Will you be able to send it?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. In the
it's on the Zoom. There's chat option down.
Security recording chat apps meeting. There you can see, Prabhu.
I don't know how. I'm not technically good. I'm a chartered accountant. I don't know. I'm not good in technical IT.
Prabhu, you're on phone or laptop?
I'm in the iPad.
Prabhu, I can copy and send it to you. I'll send it.
Phone में भेज सकते हो. My phone mobile also is iPhone. It's having. You can send it to my mobile.
I'll send it to your WhatsApp, Prabhuji. I'm sending it to your WhatsApp.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. सबको धन्यवाद. Thank you so much. कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद गुरु महाराज की जय. भक्ति संघ जपा ग्रुप की जय। नित्यानंद बोल सीताराम प्रेमानंद हरि हरि
सुखाकर
बोल।
प्रभुदास की जय।
Thank
you, Prabhuji.
Nityananda,
Thank you
Gauranga,
everyone for today's
Gauranga, Nityananda,
joining for
Radhe
today's
Radhe, Shyam Mila De.
Thank you everyone for joining today's class. We'll meet again. Hari
Hare
Bol.
Krishna.